Yes, good afternoon, all. I welcome you all for Day 3 Student Induction Program on Healthy Lifestyles. Don't wait for tomorrow when you can start today. So, here today we are having Dr. Vydehi, Madam, to take a session on healthy lifestyle. So, now I would like to call Mrs. Ramani Krishnan Ma'am to introduce our guest to the audience. Ramani Krishnan Ma'am, over to you.
Assistant Professor in the Department of Basic Science, Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering to today's section. Dr. B.V. Vydehi is a pathologist by profession and a motivational speaker by passion. She graduated from SV Medical College, Tirupati. She completed post-graduation from Nijman's Institute of Medical Sciences in the year 2000. Also, she graduated out as the best outgoing student. She has won many awards. To list few of them, she has won award in SVIMS paper presentation and in AP Neurosciences Annual Conference, Visakhapatnam, during the year June 2000. At present, she is working as professor of pathology in Narayana Medical College, Nellore. She has 20 publications to her credit, including both national and international journals. Her area of interest are yoga and philosophy, and teaching to promote awareness of healthy lifestyle in various organizations. Her her vision is to help to elevate many people as possible from physical and mental illness, and her vision is also to create universal oneness and peace, also to bring holistic medicine in India, which is to have alliance of different medical systems under one roof to help patients in best possible methods. With this brief introduction, I welcome you, ma'am, for this session, and I hand over this session to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Your voice is low.
Ma'am, your voice is slow, ma'am.
Hello? Yes? Am I audible? Hello? 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 Am I audible? I can hear you, Vydehi. Dr. Vydehi, I can hear you.
Can I hear to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Silent. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. At the outset, I thank Mrs. Mamata for giving me HOD Basic Sciences for giving me this opportunity to share a few views with all of you. So, today we discuss about healthy lifestyle, some of the tips. I know attention span of every student is only 20 minutes, but kindly bear with me for 50 minutes because I would like to share a little extra points. Last 10 minutes, we will have time for having questions. You can chat on screen. Okay, I start my lecture by thanking my parents, masters, teachers, mentors, family, friends, and last but not least, Google for supporting by all means. Okay, so let noble thoughts come to us from all directions. As we receive from more and more the knowledge, we will be able to share with many. Okay, so the mind is everything. Whoever says, respect of religion, whether it is Hinduism, Muslim religion, Christianity, whether Jesus says, anybody says, the universal phenomenon is the mind is everything. So law of attraction, what you think, you become that. So he is a great philosopher, said. He also says, you get what you concentrate upon, there is no other main rule. Okay. So with this introduction, we will see about, we will move on to health. So every human being is author of his own health or disease. Remember, the best doctor, first and best doctor for yourself is your own body and mind. We all know prevention is better than cure. So it is, God has given us basic common sense to use ourselves and to learn many things, many health tips, and to observe what is happening in our body. So first, you should love yourself first, then only you can create anything. So for that, you have to take care of your health. So complete health means, yeah. So it is a state of physical, psychological, emotional, social, and spiritual well-being. Yeah. So it is a harmony, complete harmony between body, mind, as well as spirit. The definition of health goes back to 1800, before Hippocrates, before Western science started. Acharya Sushruta is called as father of medicine in 800 BC. So he is the one, without anesthesia those days, he has done surgeries also. According to him, according to Ayurvedic, we have three doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So the person who has balance of all these is called as complete healthy person. Later, in 460 to 370 BC, Hippocrates, who is father of Western medicine, he also believed that natural forces within us are the true healers of the disease. Next comes in 300 BC is Acharya Charaka. Acharya Sushruta is father of surgery. Acharya Charaka is father of medicine. He believes that life may be prolonged by human effort and attention to the lifestyle. So, three pillars to attain health according to him is diet, sleep, and celibacy. So, Vagbhatacharya, he belongs to 7th century. He is a primary disciple of Acharya Charaka, who lived for 135 years. He wrote over 7,000 health sutras. Around 50 are compiled by Sri Rajiv Dikshit Garu. And so some of these tips I am now emphasizing. Maharshi Vagbhatacharya says, know your body and recognize your food. As I told you, your best doctor for yourself is your own body and mind. This is, if you have certain amount of awareness, that is enough for you to take care of majority of the elements, because 85% of our health problems can be easily resolved without any expert. Only 15% of elements are serious enough to need medical help. But unfortunately, no, the ratio is getting reversed because we are not giving minimum importance to or awareness to healthy habits. So whatever the disease, starting from infection, fever to the cancer, whatever the disease, mainly either psychological or physical, the three important factors that influence health are genetic constitution, number one, diet and lifestyle. I will be discussing briefly about each entity. Genetic constitution, genetic makeup. So good genes we acquire from our ancestors and parents, because majority of the diseases run in families. Doctor, whenever you go to doctor, first thing he will ask, is there any family history? If patient has diabetes, he will ask, is there anyone suffering with diabetes in family? Okay, this God has given us basic things without any effort. He has given us enormous capacity for brain. He has given us to beat non-stop. Even we are in sleep, we are able to beat. So per day, 1,000,000,000 times every day we are able to beat without any effort, which requires, when patient is in intensive care, which requires um, extra manipulations. And lung. So we are able to breathe 22,000 breaths within 24 years. So this is all God's given free gifts. So you imagine when you are in intensive care per hour, if the oxygen is given, how much it costs. So every day it costs around thousands and lakhs. So God has given us this so many free gifts. So it is our primary responsibility to take care of this body. Similarly, every day kidney filters about 50 times. Nature's free gift. That means 50 dialysis without any effort. Automatically, it's going on. So per day, imagine when a patient in kidney failure and dialysis, how much expensive it is. So many things we have been gifted. Similarly, our bone marrow produces every second 15 lakhs of blood cells. So this system, and we have regenerating capacity also for many cells. For example, if you remove some of the stomach and with one kidney and 80% of intestines and 75% of the liver, even if it is sacrificed, we are able to survive. That means so much regenerative capacities and so many compensating mechanisms are given in the body. So next, I will discuss from marriage, after birth, in detail one by one. So what are the various suggestions you can take? So marriages, as far as possible, avoid consanguineous marriages, especially if they run in families, because there are some diseases like thalassemias, hemolytic anemias, polydactyly, dystrophies, muscular dystrophies. Majority of these physical illnesses, they run in families. So what is the incidence? If there are generations together, if there are marriages occur in generations by generations, father and mother both become carriers, and there is a chance of 25% affected patient getting affected by disease. So though we have latest modalities of amniocentesis and analysis, but there is a high risk if generations go on consanguineous marriages. Consanguineous marriage means marriages within the families. So there is increased risk for various genetic related diseases. Okay. So what after birth? So when you are born, you are gifted to this world, and this world is gifted to you. So I like this quotation by Acharya Mahatraya, who says, so you all know 120 million of sperms will be there in every woman. So you are out of 120 million sperms from father racing toward the egg in the mother. Only that sperm which is fastest and healthiest fuses to the egg to be for you to be born. So you are that winning sperm. That means your very birth itself is a symbol of victory. You are born to win. So your very beginning was winning. So if you remember this concept, you can do wonders in life. Okay. So next thing is, okay, after birth, what do you require? So breastfeeding. So breastfeeding is an important feeding for six months of their life. So baby should get only mother's feeding. So So this feeding is a perfect combination of vitamins, proteins and fat, everything that you need for your complete development, and not only physical development, it helps for immunity. It also increases your IQ scores. So first 6 months after birth, breast milk is the only milk to be given for a baby. So newborn baby has only three demands: warmth in the arms of the mother, food from her breast, and security in the knowledge of her presence. So these are the enough for the baby. Okay, you are grown up. So after weaning, so now you have to start your day. So I will tell you how you will start day. So immediately after getting up, before brushing your teeth, drink water. So water therapy. So there are, if you follow three simple tips of water, it will take care of around 130 diseases according to Vasputacharya. So these are the three simple tips by which you can be avoided with especially constipation, sore throat, acidity, migraine, diseases like that. They can be avoided if you develop the habit of drinking at least 1 glass of the water immediately after getting up. Don't spill over your, don't, I mean, gargle. Before gargling itself, before brushing teeth, you are supposed to drink water. Why? Because all the ingredients essential for the body are available in saliva, and this saliva will be in a concentrated form early in the morning. So once you spit out, those nutrients will be gone. So before brushing your teeth, before gargling, so drink water, preferably warm water, and it fights against several diseases. And second tip is, whenever you drink water, drink slowly. And don't drink in a fast, don't drink water bottle and drink like fast. And another third tip is, it is always useful to maintain half an hour gap before food and 1 to 2 hours after food to drink water. Why you have to maintain gap after food? 1 second please. Hello? Interesting. Hello? Okay. Hello? Hello? Yes? So drinking water while eating kills your gut agni, thereby causing delayed digestion. This in turn leads to acidity and vicious cycle starts. So it is always better to keep a gap of at least 1 hour after eating solid food, so that it will be helpful for proper digestion. How much water to drink each day is a frequently asked question by many people. There is no single formula for anyone, because it also depends upon the weight of individual, and also not only weight, also depends on exercise, environment, health conditions, pregnancy and breastfeeding. Roughly around 3.3 to 3.7 liters per adult men and 2.7 liters for a adult women are suggested. Rough amount, minimum 2.5 liters per woman, 3.5 liters per men is suggested. So we have 5 elements in nature, earth, air, water, sky, which is equal to ether, and voice clear. Deep sound. Okay, sorry for the break. So we have 5 elements in the nature, and so and also we require 5 elements to survive. So majority of the earth is having 70 to 80% is filled with water, and our bodies also has 70 to 80% of the water. So our day starts with sun, and similarly human system also becomes active with sun. day ends with sunset, and we after sunset we end with rest and sleep. 350 command. Okay. So as I told you, after getting up, immediately after getting up, you are supposed to drink water. Then don't go for brushing. Just take 1 hour gap. So meanwhile, you do some physical activity. What type of physical activity? Physical activity is essential thing, for a good human being. And geographical conditions should be considered to decide the way of life. For example, India is a warm country. 75% of the elements are related to water, 15% pitta, and 10% kapha. So, running is not a good exercise in India. Yoga and walking are the best ways for everyone anyway. In Tamil Nadu, if you see in majority of the gardens, you see that H-shaped mark is in gardens. So why? Because if you run along this H shape, it fulfills 3 types of movements which are required for body. That means you move hands, which is a vertical movement, horizontal movement. You move your legs, which is a vertical movement, and you twist your body, which is a spiral movement. So this horizontal movement, vertical movement, and spiral movement, if you follow, they are very good, especially for make your spine have strength of spine as well as your joints also. So this helps for. So whenever you are walking, if you walk in this fashion, in this shape, so you will have extra benefits for your all bones and joints. So I will briefly say, I heard that we have an extra yoga class for you. So I don't have to go through them. I just briefly say of 8 yogic practices. I will just tell for a few minutes a summary of the Patanjali practices. The first sutra of Patanjali says, yes, now yoga. That means once you have all fulfillments, desires in your life, and still you feel some emptiness, then you will think of yoga. Then you remember this yoga. And in this great saint Maharshi Patanjali tells all things with for complete fulfillment, complete life, proper living of the life. So he says 5 yamas in which what you are not supposed to do, in 5 niyamas what you are supposed to do, and asanas for your body, pranayama, pratyahara, how to be attentive, dharana, how to have concentration, and jhana and samadhi. So these things will be discussed in your yoga class. So in 5 yamas, he says what not supposed to do, and in niyamas what you are supposed to do, and asanas are very good for health, very good for fitness of body and mind when compared to walking. And pranayama, the mind is the king of senses, but breath is the king of mind. So pranayama uses 4 steps: inhalation called puraka, internal retention antarkumbhaka, exhalation is rechaka, and external retention is bahekumbhaka. So asana is like hardware, and pranayama is like a software for body. So breathing capacity of usually lifespan of individual depends upon not age of the individual but its number of respirations. For example, tortoise takes only 5 breaths per minute, so it lives for 400 years. Similarly, humans 15 breaths per minute, so around 100 years. But your lifespan increases with the help of breathing exercises 8 times. So if with regular pranayama exercise, breathing exercises, the number of breaths come down from 15 to 8 times per minute. I just briefly tell about pranava pranayama. So pranava pranayama, otherwise called as Omkar, is the simplest pranayama with the maximum benefits. It is the mother of all sound, and it is the only sound which activates all 37 trillion of cells of the body at a time. All age people can do this breathing exercise, and these vibrations will help for body and mind. I will tell you one small example here. One case study by Dr. Timmappa Hegde, senior most neurosurgeon from Narayana Hridayala, Bangalore. once I attended his neuro conference, neurosurgeon, he's a neurosurgeon. He said one example. He had one patient who had some head accident. Later he went into, he was on ventilator. Then he was kept on tracheostomy tube. He was semi-comatose, but he follows commands of the deep stimulus. After trying all modalities, he just tried, he told to close the tracheostomy, it is kept on the throat. So if you close the tube, his patient's voice will be audible. So he told him to close the tube and chant Omkar every day after getting up. As many times as possible loudly, he told to chant Omkar. Miraculous way for everyone, he showed that patient also. So he started improving day by day, and within 2 weeks he got discharged. So irrespective of religion, the chanting of Omkar is definitely beneficial for everyone because it activates all 37 trillions of cells we have in our body at a time. That first sound activates the cells below the navel. Second sound, ma, is a 3 sounds, combination of 3 sounds. The second sound activates the muscles and cells of the chest. And the third sound, sound activates head and neck. Okay. And Dr. Hans Jenny, who is a pioneer of the field of phonetics, the study of interrelationship between energy and matter. He also, with the help of tonoscope, he also observed that the sound has converted into chakra, Omkar sound is chakra. So this has many benefits over the body and mind. So if I don't say about this great man, whatever breathing, it will not be completed. This pranayama steps. Wim Hof, many of you know about the great Iceman who got many awards, world records. So his breathing technique is also definitely useful for the simple breathing techniques. He believes that everybody has control by their psychology over their physiology. We have an innate capacity, everyone believes, starting from Hippocrates. If you don't believe it, it is like if you have a shortcut to your own house, but you don't know it. So it becomes like that. So through deep breathing, we become alchemists. So we are alchemists of our own body. So the 3 core components of his technique is number 1, breathing, which I told here, and you can get it. Wim Hof method, if you get it in YouTube, he on with his nice basic techniques and everything in detail, you can get it from him. Second is cold therapy, cold shower after breathing, and mindset. So these are 3 components, core components of his technique. And his technique is hyperventilation, done in 3 sets of 30 to 40 deep breaths, strong inhalation through mouth, and relaxed exhalation, complete exhalation. So after last breath of each set, you exhale completely and hold for 1 to 3 minutes depending upon your capacity. And this, after that, you have to squeeze the body for 10 seconds and then relax for next set. So hardly total takes for 10 to 15 minutes. If you practice morning and evening, definitely you will see. You only, unless you do it, you can't experience it. So if you always choose comfort, you never learn the deepest capabilities of your mind or body. Next tip is Pratyahara, withdrawal of symptoms. Okay, don't go in details because already we are running short of time. Yeah. Next comes oral hygiene. So I told you after birth, breastfeeding, and once you grow up, once you start taking water, always develop the habit of drinking water before brushing teeth, and then do some physical activities. And if you have only 10 minutes of time, do breathing techniques, and then your brushing and your oral hygiene starts. For optimal oral hygiene care, remember rule of 2, brush twice a day and visit dentist twice a year. So gum massage while brushing is equally important. Majority forget to do gum massage. Lower gum you have to massage upwards, and upper gums you have to massage inwards. So this is very important for maintaining stability of teeth. And whenever you take solid food, do gargling, and you have to visit every 6 months or at least every year to the dentist because They will do scaling technique, dental cleaning. Some misconceptions that it will lose enamel. No, it will help you to strengthen your teeth. So replace your toothbrush every 3 months or till the bristles or before, if the bristles get frayed, you replace them. Next comes diet. So when your diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need at all. So there are some tips of cooking of this diet. Here I will tell you pressure cookers. The researchers at CDR laboratory told that if food is cooked in clay pots, 100% micronutrients are retained and 93% is retained in bronze utensils. Only 13% of the micronutrients are retained in pressure cookers. So as far as possible, it's advisable not to use pressure cookers at all. Okay, oils. When regarding oils, so refined oils are not good for health because 6 to 7 chemicals are used to refine oil and up to 13 for double refined oil. So it's the funny thing that during the process of refined oil, omega fatty acids are removed, and as age goes on, you will be given supplements of omega fatty acids in the form of tablets. So why should you remove here and why should you add as supplements? So stickiness of the oil is most important property. The moment this is removed, omega fatty acids are removed. So as far as possible, avoid refined oils and use unprocessed or cold pressed oils to save your fatty acids, and it also contains HDL, which is good for your heart. Good cholesterol, it is called good cholesterol. And see that as far as 50% of your diet is a solar food, seasonal fruits, sprouts, raw vegetables, dry fruits like that. Of course, you all know vegetarian food is good for health. Okay, and if I don't speak about this Dr. Kadarvalli PhD in nutrition regarding diet, my talk will be incomplete because there are many rumors and there are many criticisms about many people whoever speaks about diet. But as I told you in the beginning, use your common sense and try and which is suitable for your body, you only observe it, take care. But there are certain common factors like milk is suggested only for children up to 2 to 3 years. So as you grow on, you don't require milk. Instead, you can use curd or buttermilk or ghee. And in place of rice and wheat, millets, why millets should be used, I will tell you next slide. And all whites like sugar, maida, better to avoid because they contain many chemicals, and avoid excessive intake of tea, coffee, cool drinks, and avoid aluminum and non-stick pans and avoid plastic. So instead, you can use these things. So why to eat millets? The ratio of fiber to carbohydrate in millets should be less than 10 in any food to be healthy and balanced. In millets it is the ratio is between 8 to 12, whereas in the rice it is around 385. That is so much of carbohydrates we are consuming. That is the reason why the incidence of PCOD is already we are lacking much when compared to earlier days. Physical activity is less in with recent all era of electronic gadgets and machineries. So physical activity has drastically come down. So with excess of carbohydrates, there is increased incidence of diabetes mellitus. Almost every house has diabetes nowadays. And not only that, eco-friendly cultivation of 1 kg paddy requires 8,000 liters of water, but 1 kg millets 200 liters are sufficient. Okay. Then comes a brief note about intermittent starvation. So intermittent starvation, that means we are going back to olden days. In olden days, there is a saying, Ekabhukta Mahayogi, Vibhukta Mahabhogi, Tribhukta Maharogi. Like Rogi, Yogi ek baar खाता है, Rogi बार बार खाता है. So recently, for past few decades, we have been told that we have to break fast and Monday morning we have to take compulsorily breakfast. So children, even if they are not hungry, they were forced to eat idli or dosa and then sent to schools. No, the concept is changed. Already nowadays dinner is becoming late, becomes 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So next day at least keep 12 hours minimum, and ideally 14 to 16 hours gap if it is there. It will be ready for next meal. So you are giving sufficient time for stomach for preparing for next digestion. So this not only helps for weight loss but also improves metabolic health and helps to avoid conditions like diabetes and improves quality of life. So here why I have mentioned quality of life. Some people say that why should we follow so many tips and why should we live for 100 years? Let us eat all nonsense, pizza, burgers, whatever we want and live for 60 years. So that logic I don't agree at all, because how many years you live is decided by God. Okay, but how best you live, how what is the quality, how quality you live, and how best you live so that you are not dependent on your family members. That is important. The quality of life is important. If we take care of minimum tips, we don't have to depend on others and we don't have to run our own hospitals. As I told in the beginning, 80% of the diseases they do not require hospitals at all. So this intermittent fasting involves every day 14 to 16 hours, restricting your eating window of 8 to 10 hours. That means ideally, if you take your dinner at 7 p.m., next day take lunch at 7. Or if you take dinner at 8 p.m., next day lunch at 12 o'clock. So this will be helpful for majority for good health. Okay, next, how much time? Can we have 5 more minutes? Okay, five more minutes I will take, and then we will have session. So for vitamin D to the body, it is advisable to spend at least weekly once 45 minutes between 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Where is the ideal time to get vitamin D for your body. So sleep a while after lunch, walk a mile after supper. Is the proverb, you know. You can't sleep after lunch when you are in work, but as far as possible, you can do Vajrasana for 10 minutes after lunch, because it is the only asana allowed after food and definitely helps the proper digestion. Okay, so this completes briefly about your diet. So physical health, diet, and third one is lifestyle. So in lifestyle, you have physical various risk factors: physical inactivity, nutritional disturbances, personality disorders, later habits, and all these will add on to risk for physical illness. So physical inactivity nowadays, it is the most bothersome problem. It is the fourth leading risk factor for global mortality. We have in our pathology a proverb: atherosclerosis starts in womb and ends in tomb. That means it starts in womb, it takes you to the till end. So that atherosclerosis starts in first decade itself. If you take more fatty food and if you don't have physical activity, you will end up with cardiovascular diseases in future. Mobile radiation, there are many articles you can and which are submerged. So these are not coming up because of business of mobile industry. So definitely there are some increase in risk of brain tumors, especially nearing base stations, and especially for children there is increased risk. All physical and all psychological problems are also getting increased. So smoking increases your risk for your lungs, and alcoholism involves risk for many diseases. Similarly, drugs. And personality, certain individuals are short-tempered individuals, always working under time pressure, and certain individuals are type B personalities. So occurrence of diabetes and hypertension, though it runs in families, in type B personalities, suppose if it occurs in 50 to 60 years, in type A personalities may occur in 30s, 2 to 3 decades earlier, there is a chance of getting. And we have a natural chemicals in the brain: dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, endorphin. These are called happy chemicals. They are released when you are happy, And when you are unhappy, cortisol is released, which is again prone for diseases. Fine. So, and finally, I would like to end with 5 more minutes. Start charting. So, if you have, you can start asking questions. Till that time, I will. For another 5 minutes, if time permits, I will tell 2 stories of 2 individuals. Okay. Is it okay? Shall I continue? Minimize this button. So, how the positive attitude of individuals is beneficial to the individual, I will tell you here. So, she is complete screen. Yeah, complete screen. This screen. So she is Mrs. Louise Hay. She was diagnosed with incurable. I'm not saying that all patients, cancer patients, will have scenario like this, but how positive attitude and motivation and change of mindset will help individuals to come out of great major disasters. I will tell a few examples. This great lady is diagnosed as incurable cervical cancer in 1997, maybe stage 2, something like that. But she survived for 30 years after her diagnosis. She started analyzing on her own. She has gone through many obstacles in her childhood. She folded so many things in her childhood, anger, guilt, all the hatred, all those things. And once she started becoming, use a rhythm of forgiveness and coupled with nutrition and other medical modalities also. I'm not saying that she has not taken any allopathy medicine, but combined with allopathy medicine, she changed her lifestyle, she changed her all perception of towards the life, and with this she has lived for up to 2017. So 30 years after she has been diagnosed. So she is helping many people with her positive healing techniques. Similarly, another great lady, Anita Murchini. So you can see her in YouTube. So she is born in 1959 and she is an author of book Time to Be Me. After her cancer, she had blood cancer, lymph node related cancer called non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. She was diagnosed in 2002 and she was hospitalized in 2006 with all entire body. She had multiple lymph nodes like neck, axilla, internal and inside, aortic, all around more than 50 lymph nodes she had. She has taken all chemotherapy, other drugs, and she is a stage 4 cancer, and she got admitted. Medical oncologist told she went into coma, and the medical oncologist told to call for all her, attendance. So they are waiting for her brother to fly from India to US. She was in USA. And she had undergone near-death experience, and miraculously, to surprise of all medical fraternity, she came out and she's living a quality life. So these are exceptions in medical field, but one thing you have to remember is that you have enormous potential. So if you take cosmic energy from the universe, if utilize properly universe is ready to give you unlimited potential to explore yourself. Similarly, he also, Dr. Joe Dispenza is a neurophysician. He had he has undergone, he had accident, so his spines became broken, vertebrae became broken. So he also came out with his many healing techniques. So for everything, so forgiveness is the basic. Love and forgiveness are the tips which help you to improve your mental stamina. Once you are fit mentally, your not only your physical body strength improves, your resistance improves. So you can definitely come over with many problems. So in Ubuntu tribe of South Africa, when someone does something wrong, there is no court or there is no law there. So they surround individuals for 2 days while members of the press speak about whatever good he or she has done in their lifetime. And the tribe believes that each person is good. Yet some people may do mistakes. So, but they encourage and they re-explore their positive attitude. Like that, they help them to come out of that. So, this forgiveness is the key for your own. So other person, if he changes or not, is it is under his perception, but your own perception and ability to live happily will increase. Okay, and failures are stepping stones for success. And I remember him frequently because without four limbs, when he is able to do miracles, so many things, why can't we? Which God has given us all blessings, countless blessings. Okay, fine. Next, one word I want to say. Okay, so we had a time constraint. If time permits, I will try to come. If Mamta Madam gives me opportunity, I will interact with you personally. So this one I have to complete it within a time. My take-home message for you is ultimate measures of success is how much money is not how many medals you have, how much money you have, how many buildings and the business systems you have. So the ultimate success is how healthy you are physically and mentally, how easy you are under any circumstances. I'm not saying how happy you are. Things come and go, but how easy you are under any circumstance and how best you serve universe. These are the measures of success, I believe. And for them to reach pathways are faith in God and yourself, loving yourself and seeing yourself in all creatures, and forgiving. Foremost is forgiving. The more and more you forgive, the more and more you will be at peace. Thank you once again. I offer questions. Yes, any questions from audience?
No, ma'am, no questions in the chat box. Okay.
Hello? Yes. Can we close the session now then?
Wait, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me, ma'am? Audible, ma'am? I am audible.
Yes?
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. Good afternoon to one and all. Myself, Kavita BN, Assistant Professor, Department of Basic Science. Have the privilege to I have the privilege to propose to vote of thanks. Vote of thanks for this session. I would like to thank our speaker, Dr. Vydehi, Department of Pathology, Narayana Medical Interesting. Thank very full information of humans, hearts, kidney, and lungs, and also you gave very important message for water therapy. How much importance in physical activities in daily life, and also you gave more information pranayama. Okay. I express my deep gratitude, Dr. C.H. Mamta Madam, Professor and Head of your continuous motivation and encouragement. Thank you very much, ma'am. I sincerely thank all teachers staff for the support. Last but not the least, I thank my fellow students for enthusiastically attending the session. Without you, the session would not be a success. Thank you, my dear student. Once again, I thank one and all. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay,